Hello everyone, Dr. S here. This lesson we're going to talk about rapid idea prototyping, and we're actually going to have 3 different videos on this. So let's jump into the first one. First of all, let's figure out what this whole thing is. And so this is taken from the Value Proposition Design book by Osterwalder and his group. So they say it's the practice of building quick, inexpensive, and rough study models to learn about desirability, feasibility, and viability of alternative value propositions and business models. That sounds pretty complex. Really what it is this. You have the job of getting what you have up in your head out so that other people can see it. So that these folks over here can kind of understand what you're talking about. And we try to do that by turning it into a physical or virtual prototype so that you can show it to them for a variety of different reasons. And I've also added my own definition in here. You're quickly getting it out of your head, but the key is, as I say here in the bolded or in the highlighted part, do it as fast as possible and know that you're probably almost always in the beginning wrong. The whole idea is that you're working fast to try to dial in what you actually think you know until ultimately you can create a minimum viable product. And this is happening through small changes or large changes. And you'll see that the different variables themselves will shift and change. We'll talk about those variables here in a second. But either you're going to end up with the MVP or you're going to pivot away from it entirely and go to something else. So let's talk a little bit about what your aims are. You want to learn. You want to fail, which is your first attempt in learning. That's what we talk about. And you want to ultimately rethink and redesign multiple times in multiple iterations. So really, what are we getting to? Here's what we're looking for. We're ultimately looking for fit. And what do we mean by that? Well, it's an intentional search for fit in multiple areas. Early in the stage of having an idea, you have some sort of hunch about who the customer is. You have some sort of hunch about what their customer problem is. You have some sort of hunch about what sort of offering might actually address that problem for that customer. And so you're looking for multiple types of fit during your prototyping process, which is actually part of your larger testing process. What types of fits are we talking about? Well, one of them is that we want to see if there's a fit between what the customer themselves and the problem we think they have. We can use a prototype to put that problem in front of that customer and to help them have them explain to us more about what they actually are experiencing so that you can gain a deeper understanding, a deeper empathy for their problem. That's one sort of fit. Another sort of fit that we're looking for is, does the customer actually want the offering more than the others? Do they want the offering at all? And 2, do they want it more than the way that they're already trying to solve their problem? That's a second type of fit that we're looking for. A third type of fit is between the problem itself and the offering. So we say that, okay, well, we're going to offer this product or service to address this problem or this desire for this customer, but does it actually address that problem? Does it actually meet that desire? That's something that we'd want to check. That's a third one. And finally, the big one is, do these all fit together? The customer, the problem, the offering are the early stage variables in your prototyping process that are really critical for you to be able to figure out and learn so that you can advance your big idea canvas forward to ultimately can get to an MVP. Now, what does this ultimately bring us down to? It's all part of the design thinking process that you're going through. You're building empathy. We do empathy deep dives. We do engagement with our different customers. We're defining our opportunity and our problems. We're ideating and generating different possible solutions, selecting among those, building prototypes so that we can ultimately go out and test with our customers and the different types of folks. And in fact, we're going to talk about who actually is involved in the next video. Check it out.